Hello everyone, here with the reference ID VC 2022 P405, I'm going to present paper on learning styles among the slow learner physiotherapy undergraduate students. To begin with the introduction, a learning style is the way that different students learn. A style of learning refers to an individual's preferred way to absorb, process, comprehend, and retain information. The four key learning styles are visual, auditory, read or write, and kinesthetic. A learning style refers to an individual's method of making sense of new material, commonly done through sight, touch, and sound. Many theories share the proposition that humans can be classified according to their style of learning, but differ in how the proposed style should be defined, categorized, and assessed. Teachers should be aware of students' learning process, review their mode of instruction, and adapt those learning styles in a conducive environment preferred by students. Specifically, students' motivation and performance improves when instruction is adapted to students' learning preference and styles. Educational researchers have postulated that each individual has unique learning style. The idea of individualized learning styles originated in 1970s and has greatly influenced education, and proponents of learning style assessment contended that optimal instruction requires diagnosing individuals' learning style and tailoring the instruction accordingly. The undergraduate physiotherapy education needs ongoing improvements to meet the changing demand of physiotherapy practice in this era. Although the complexity of the physiotherapy care have increased dramatically over the last century, the method of teaching physiotherapy has hardly changed. Recently, there is a widespread interest in evaluation of learning techniques. Students often find discrepancy between learning and delivery of instruction. They usually seek information that is methodically and efficiently presented to them. As a physiotherapy teachers, perhaps it is their responsibility to be aware of learning styles of our students. The knowledge on the learning style may help the educators in identifying and solving their learning problems among the students, thus helping their students to become more effective learners. Many previous art studies have focused on sensory modality used by students to learn and have used the WAG questionnaire to assess it. WAG questionnaire is the questionnaire which was developed by Neil Fleming, who was a teacher and an educator in New Zealand. He brought about a concept in evaluation of learning preference among the population. The WAG questionnaire is an easy-to-use 16-question survey that provides the users with profile of their learning preferences. In WAG, V stands for visual, in which students learn best from the pictures, graphs, and diagrams. A stands for the oral. The students learn from spoken words, lectures, and discussion. R stands for reading. The students learn best from the reading and writing text. K stands for kinesthetic. The students learn best when they move their bodies and manipulate things with their own hands. Although various studies have investigated the learning styles of different health professional students, but effects of learning styles of academic performance, study about the learning style among the slow learner physiotherapy undergraduate student is hardly reported in North Gujarat, and this inspired to conduct the present study. It was questionnaire based survey study. Duration of this study was 1 month, that is in January 2022. Sample size 24. Target population physiotherapy students from 1st to 4th BPT from Nutan College of Physiotherapy, Visnagar, Mehsana, Gujarat. Selection criteria includes inclusion criteria, those who scored less than 50% in their internal examination. Exclusion criteria, those who scored more than equal to 50% in their internal examination. Requirements for this study was pen, paper, and WAG questionnaire. In procedure, after getting the ethical approval from the Institutional Ethics Committee of Nutan College of Physiotherapy, 24 students from 1st to 4th BPT who scored less than 50% mark in their internal examination were selected for the study. Participation in this study was voluntary. Verbal and informed consent was obtained. The participating students were explained about the purpose of the study and were asked to fill the WAG questionnaire version 8.01, and they were assured that their confidentiality will be maintained. The questionnaire was distributed among the selected student and they were asked to fill and return it. They were free to choose more than one option out of 4 options given to each question. And they have returned it within 10 to 15 minutes, which was collected back for the analysis. As per selection criteria, 24 students were selected and they filled the questionnaire and returned back for the analysis. As per their responses, it was recorded as a unimodal or multimodal learning style, where unimodal learning style indicates single learning style out of 4, which was VARK, visual, oral, read or write, and kinesthetic, and multimodal learning style includes bimodal, trimodal, quadmodal. As per the name bimodal, it includes any 2 of the preferred learning styles like AK, AR, RK, VA, VK and VR. Trimodal combines any 3 preferred learning styles like ARK, VAK, VAR, VRK. Wherein quad model, it uses all 4 parts preference, that was VARK. It is shown in table 1. Here in this table, you can see that unimodal learning style has been preferred by 17 students, where bimodal learning was preferred by 7 students. Out of 17, 3 has preferred visual, 7 has preferred oral, 6 has preferred read and write, and 1 has preferred kinesthetic. Wherein bimodal preference, they have preferred auditory along with reading, and that is 2 students. And 2 students have preferred visual with auditory and 3 students have preferred vision with reading and writing. None of them have preferred trimodal or quadmodal preferences, and as per their preferences, 71% students have preferred unimodal learning style and 29% have preferred bimodal learning style. So from the result, it is identified that 71% students preferred unimodal learning and 29% students preferred bimodal learning, and none of them were using trimodal or quadmodal learning. This study was conducted to identify the preferred learning style by slow learner students, and it is concluded that majority of them were using unimodal learning style, which could be the cause for their low performance. Several past studies have shown that multimodal learning style is more effective than unimodal learning. So these slow learners can improve their performance by choosing multimodal approach. As it is said that when we are using more than one sense, we bombard our brain with new information in multiple ways, which helps for better learning. This study contains 2 small population and it only contains 1 college. So in future, it can be done on large sample size and different colleges of state and union territories. These are the references used in this study. Thank you.